We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Buddha. Have you ever considered the serials, dramas, and videos we watch on a regular basis, as well as the music we listen to, the history we read, or the time we spend in a particular field? These have a significant influence on our way of life. These critically constitute our mood, behavior, and personality, which reflect on our individual realities and determine whether we will be billionaires or criminals. Let us look into the following details to get a convincing answer. First, we can consider some educational examples. A student who regularly attend in a business and management classes after graduation, they become business and management experts in their mentioned areas. Whereas science, medical, and engineering students gain expertise in their respective fields, they not only become experts in their respective fields, but they also resemble their personalities in those areas. When we visit a doctor, we may observe that their communication style differs from that of a business person or manager, whereas a scientific professional will act in accordance with data, facts, and evidence, as opposed to a theological professional or religious person whose personality is formed based on knowledge they possess. First, we must comprehend the three previously mentioned areas of mood, behavior, and personality. Moods can fluctuate or change rapidly as a result of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. For example, watching horror movie scenes can cause us to feel stressed and anxious, and our mood can quickly shift to sadness or irritability. In contrast, by watching funny or romantic movie scenes, we can feel happy or content, and our mood can quickly change to one of joy or excitement. On the other hand, it may take at least 21 days for us to reflect on our behavior. This is due to the fact that many behaviors are habitual, meaning that we perform them without conscious thought. For instance, if we have the habit of reading spiritual books, this can reflect on our current behavior. Whereas it can take weeks or even months to break the habit of watching sexually explicit content, it can take years to contribute to or develop a strong sense of personality, and even longer to alter it. For example, scholars and wealthy people reflect their personalities through regular book reading, whereas pornographic addicts reflect their personality through time spent on pornographic media. Some example of business owners and CEOs who develop their personalities through regular atomic habits. Mark Cuban, the billionaire entrepreneur and owner of the Dallas, is another passionate reader. Cuban reads for self-improvement and to stay ahead of the business curve. His reading list includes books on leadership, entrepreneurship, and technology. Elon Musk is another billionaire who loves to read. He says that he reads for about 2 hours every day, and he enjoys a wide range of topics, including physics, engineering, philosophy, and history. That's the way he maintains his atomic habits. Some of his favorite books include Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which influenced Mark's decision to colonize Mars. So while mood can quickly change, behaviors and personality can take much longer to change. It is crucial to choose the context for your atomic mood, habits, and personality, as if you are sowing the seed for the most dangerous tree, such as mentioning any part of the tree, including the leaves, bark, and fruits, can cause a severe skin irritation, blister, and burns. It is entirely up to you whether you want to sow it into the soil or throw it away. It will not waste your time or energy to throw away its seeds in the beginning. While this tree grows taller and wider, do you realize how much effort it will take to cut it down and move its blocks with safety caution? Another example. A single drop of water can be seen as a mood, as it is a momentary state of being. So, if it is intoxicated drop of water, it is easy to wipe out. A trillion drops of water or a pond can be viewed as a behavior because it is a pattern of actions over time. So even if its pond is intoxicated, still it is acceptable to take out individually or with the assistance of your friends and family. And many ponds collectively form a lake or river, which can be compared to a person's personality, as it is a collection of characteristics that distinguishes them from others. Therefore, if a lake of water is contaminated or polluted, it is difficult to eradicate. At this stage, a local authority or institution will be involved to control the lake, such as Lake Karachi in Russia. This is due to the fact that others will be harmed in this hazardous environment, which is highly contaminated as a result of Soviet-era's radioactive waste disposal. As a result, when we once experience any type of video or our past realities, these are stored and programmed into our memory systems, incorporating consciousness to the subconscious mind. This information is not only stored in our brain, but it is also defines our 50 trillion cells and DNA functions, which reflect on our subconscious and conscious minds. Here, the subconscious mind is very important because it reacts faster than our conscious decision. So our personalities mostly reflect on our subconscious mind. Manuel Neuer, one example of goalkeeper who saved goals subconsciously. In the 2014 World Cup encounter between Germany and Argentina, Neuer prevented a goal that may feel was the result of a subconscious response. Neuer is widely regarded as one of the world's greatest Germany's goalkeepers, and is renowned for making seemingly impossible goals ever. Another real-life example: if someone has been robbed in the past or has had a similar experience passed down through their family, they may be more inclined to perceive a defenseless person in a lonely place as a potential threat. They may be more likely to avoid supporting the individual or to assist them in a less risky manner, such as when someone asks for help. So our past memory from watching movies and experiencing reality influence how we react and interact in the present. We have real-world examples, such as Blue Whale's video game, of how to pursue teenager or adult to sacrifice their lives. According to Hindustan Time 2017, the death of 14-year-old Mumbai schoolboy Manpreet Singh, who reportedly took his own life as a part of deadly online social media game called the Blue Whale Challenge, has raised many questions. Even a Mumbai police investigates Manpreet Singh's death on 30 July 2017. It links to game, and it has reportedly claimed the lives of over 130 boys and girls across the world so far. Some example of serial killers, such as Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Richard Ramirez, were influenced by some books and movies. Bundy was a notorious serial killer who confessed to killing at least 30 women in the 1970s. Bundy was also a dedicated reader, and he was particularly interested in books about serial killers. Again, we can take some example of bank robbers, such as John Dillinger, Bonnie and Clyde and the Dalton gang were influenced by Western films. Dillinger was a notorious bank robber who robbed over 20 banks in the 1930s. He was known for his charisma and his daring escape from prison. Dillinger was also a fan of Western movie, and he often cited them as an inspiration for his crime. To prevent this horrible act, institutions such as the police and justice department were involved. However, current generation who have the easy access to adult content through the internet and media can have a significant impact on their relationships, both inside and outside of marriage. For example, studies have shown that people who are exposed to more sexually explicit material are more likely to have extramarital affairs. Additionally, exposure to adult contents can lead to unrealistic expectations about sex and relationships, which can put a strain on even the strongest marriages. There is also issue regarding divorce encouragement in many countries. Drama serials and movies are popular across the countries, and they often paint characters who are in unhappy marriages. This can lead viewers to believe that divorce is a more common and acceptable option than it may have in the past. Of course, it is also important to get out from the toxic relationship. However, many dramas and serials often portray divorce as a positive thing, which can further encourage viewers to consider it as an option. As you can see, the divorce rate in India has been regularly increased over the past few decades. This means that for every 1,000 marriages, there are 2 divorces in 1980, whereas this ratio increased to 10 in 2022. We currently have many wonderful examples when Cleopatra was a youngster and read about the Queen of Egypt, which encouraged her to become a great queen of Egypt and began to visualize her dream about the future queen. In 51 BCE, when her father, Ptolemy XII, passed away, Cleopatra had the chance to become queen. Oprah Winfrey has said that she read books as a child to escape her difficult childhood. She carried books with helping her to learn and grow and to become the person she is today. Mark Zuckerberg has said that he watched science fiction movies as a child and that they inspired him to think big and to imagine the future. J.K. Rowling has said that she read fantasy books as a child and that they inspired her to create the world of Harry Potter. As a result, we now have the ability to choose who we want to be. We must program our mind, body, subconsciousness, and consciousness through atomic habit. So the selection of movies, books, and educational topics should be based on whether we want to be a criminal or a billionaire in the future. Thank you very much.